time I entered the landfill, it was pretty intimidating and scary. My friend did not want to go. We had to lie to his family in order to be able to go. But we found some people that were willing to come with us. And when we went, the scene was a little unsettled. You weren't sure what was going to happen next. You'd see a dump truck come, and then all these kids rushing, climbing the dump truck and then pulling out whatever's most valuable to them. You see a lot of brush fires, tons of dogs, thousands of flies, that smell of burning trash, smoke everywhere, and then a mountain of just piled up trash and people going up and down the mountain. It's pretty intimidating, but then you start to look around a little more closely and you see a little girl in a green dress dancing around in a circle, and you see two little boys with the biggest smiles you could ever see on their faces, and you know that there's something more beautiful beyond that, that you need to look beyond all this ugliness, and you can see how powerful and how amazing this energy is. The energy of the landfill and the community surrounding it is something that can be extremely positive. And it was a day that changed my life forever. Le Trek is a landfill that was created due to an earthquake in 1972. That earthquake destroyed about 80% of the city. And a lot of people had no refuge. They didn't know where to go. So they ended up towards this landfill where they were bringing all the rumble from the earthquake. They made homes there, and it became the city's dump. Unfortunately, they had to stay there for decades. Until recently, the Spanish government has come in and created a methane gas into energy project in the area, provided homes for the people, and provided jobs with a sorting factory. I've been following this project for years, from the beginning to the middle, and now we're going towards the end, and I'm going to be recording how everything turned out. Did the project really work, and how could it be done better next time? I went to Venezuela. There I saw a landfill called El Bote, located in Campeche, in a very industrial area. Very close to aluminum factories, where one byproduct of aluminum production is red mud, and you can see lakes of red mud in that area. The people that migrated to this landfill are not affiliated to any sort of natural disaster. Instead, these are indigenous people that came from the jungle. People that have very primitive way of life, but then started exploring down the delta and found this landfill that provided clothes and food and furniture, and it started to change them culturally. They started to come down and become dependent on this landfill. They started to raise kids and migrate with the people in the area. For at least 10 years now that landfill has been overflowing. If these landfills don't get covered up and they overflow, they become very flammable, and they can cause fires like we've seen in the landfill in Guatemala City. Covering up the landfill takes away the resource from the people. The government is going to be opening up another landfill somewhere else, probably with no regulations to stop people from living from the landfill, so it could just repeat the same process and problems all over again. All of these landfills are connected. It's global. Whether it's in Russia, Indonesia, Africa. That's why when I approach Haiti, I'm going to be very sensitive to the community and the people that are living from that landfill. I met a lot of people from the Cine Institute that really inspired me, and I knew would help guide me in the most positive direction and in the right direction. This next project, I will be hiring a graduate student to accommodate me, and we will be collaborating on a supportive film for the photographs. I am proud to announce that I'll be working with the very talented Junior Joven. If something bad happens to a community, handouts are totally necessary for that moment. And thereafter, handouts are helpful, but they're very temporary. And sometimes it can even keep people stuck and dependent on a situation, just how people become dependent on a landfill to live from. But we want to see something better for them. We want to see them thrive. We want to see them go up to the next level. Education is the best way to bring a community up to that next level. Whatever money I raise from this campaign, I'm going to use the minimal in order to get what I need done, and the rest will be completely given to the Sinai Institute. Your donation stands for education, the environment, and community development, and I thank you.